So one of the things that I decided to do was I wanted a bar to go here so no one could press it in, and then the back side. This was a maiden voyage of this. And when designing this, what we discovered was that there's a lot of room, because my window does this, so that I can actually pull this down into here, and same thing with this one, to get it then into the window well, okay? So, and I can bang that over. These handles help me a little bit. This one's bigger than this one because of the level that this comes here. So what I did discover was, unless these things are in the same spot all the time, it's really hard to put these in. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to make this a groove and this a groove. So it doesn't matter where these are placed. It gives me wiggle room to get these in. So there's one on the front and there's one on the back. And then what I did was I had these with some, so these go on the outside, and then I can just bolt them in on the inside. I've decided I'm going to put these in my door in a bag with a bunch of bolts, because I packed a bunch of bolts and I kept saying I'm going to lose those bolts, and I packed them on, but I have no idea where I put the bolts that I packed. So anyway, I'm going to put these in a bag in my van in this door, and you can see that the AC vent just goes up to there. Now I did paint the AC vent black because I didn't want people like different from having like a styrofoam thing, which I had in here before. I wanted it a little bit more secure, and I didn't want people to go, oh look, we can break in the window while she's kayaking. So I just wanted it a little bit more secure. The other thing I did was that I don't know if you can see, I put these vents on my window. Can you see the vents? I put those vents on my window, and I put this just a little bit lower. Now I do not know if this will rain in there. What I have done in the past, let me see if I can angle this just up a little bit. There we go. What I have done in the past is, first of all, angle my tubing up, so if any rain does come in, it's just going to come back out again. But I think that this may help. I could also put another awning here if I needed to. The other thing I think I'm going to do is on this piece, because this is always going to be the piece I put in first, is I'm going to paint a black weather stripping and put it on the edge of it. Just in case it's a really hard rain, it won't come through. I'm assuming that the water is going to go through here and down over here instead of in my window, hopefully. I'm sure if I had the foam, it would help with insulation. If I wanted to, I could put insulation on the inside, but I felt it was very comfortable. Now I have a stand-up unit in my van, a Toshiba that I got, I think, from Home Depot or Target or something. My kids had the same one, and it worked quite fine. It also has a remote control. My kids say the remote control acts as a thermostat, so if you're on the other side, which in a van it doesn't matter, but in a trailer it does. So anyway, this is my setup for my AC unit, which in Texas you sure need. It's beginning of, it's the middle of September, my first camping trip for the season, and we could have hot weather quite a bit. I mean, this is 97, I think is what it said for the first day of fall. Anyway, this is my solution for venting my system in my van. I thought I'd try to give you some of my measurements. I don't know if you'll be able to understand this. And if anybody needs a pattern, I'd be happy to. What I would do if I were you is I would start like we did with a piece of thin cardboard. You can see that this plywood is really not very thick. And the reason being is because I wanted it to be like glass to fit inside of the where the window would go and up into the window area. So anyway, from here to here, this is 17 inches. Up here, 17 inches, 22 inches from here to here. So both these pieces are 22, but you can see where we had to cut them right here. And also that it's going to go, it kind of, I don't know if you can see this, it goes this way and then it goes down. And if I had to say where the window is, I would say the window is about here. So it goes that much more into the window sill. This edge is 15. This one is 22, this is 14 and a half, and it's 9 inches down from this tip. This is 13 and a quarter. This is a little bit bigger, the 22 and a quarter, I believe. 17 inches up here and 15 inches down here. And I would say that this is about 2 inches. Now it's going to matter if you have your little wings in or not. Down, and it's, oh, I don't know, about 4 inches over. Did I have a rhyme or reason where to put that? No. Just did it the way I needed to do it. These are small pieces of wood. And remember, we're looking at the outside. I had wondered if there was like a little vent that could come down and over like this on the outside. But then my vent, as you saw in the pictures, comes down. So I don't think that that would really work. This is the inside. You see I painted this black. And this. And now this is the inside. Now remember, this one, if you can see this piece of wood, is bigger because there's more gap in between where the front is. If this bar goes over, then there's more gap here. It's thicker because of that black, what would you call that, wing? That's not really a wing there. So I had to make this one a little bit bigger. The nuts and then the wing bolts, which make it really easy to get on and off. And I've put a bunch of these under my seat so I know where they are. Anyway, those are the measurements. Here's my quick sketch. Can you see it? Is it front? Is it backwards? Is it upside down? Oh, good luck, guys. If you want me to sketch it out and put a PDF somewhere, I would be happy to do that.